Good evening, 7-11. 7 come 11. Lucky numbers here. We're starting the show tonight. WooF Ditty, Thursday night. Apologize for last night's zero broadcast. There were some difficulties in logistics and some meetings and stuff. And unfortunately, we had to miss the first show. So we got one tardy for like 2 months. Sorry about that. We appreciate that. Your patience on that. You know, there's no alert, so nothing lost, nothing gained, nothing gained, nothing lost. But tonight we make up for it. We're having a special introduction tonight to the Meow Driver. Okay, what we're going to do, Alicia, hi, good evening. Good to see you. What we're going to do is we're going to do raining cats and dogs kind of thing. So we're going to have our breed of the night, which tonight, by the way, is a Yorkiepoo by request from Mimi. Yorkiepoo. And Dawn Yost, hello, good evening. And we're going to, Will Della join, hi. Caroline, hi. Trying to see these things. There's Small Bella, good to see y'all back. Appreciate it. Yorkiepoo tonight, okay. Ann Vaughn, hello. And then we're going to do we're going to introduce, what we want to try to do is do, now not just a dog show with the WooF Drivers, Huskies, which we do every night. We show adventures and stuff. I got a cool one tonight, some cool AC/DC parody stuff on taking the team out to mush and all these things. Hello, Ann, good to see you. Thank you. And then we're going to talk about some cats. We're going to start doing cat breeds every night along and break up the show, a little bit more variety, you know, like the Tonight Show, dog flicks. So you're going to ghost hunting tonight. I didn't hear from the WooF Driver that he's going out tonight. Most likely not. It's extremely hot back there. Nick, hi, nice to see you. Cool shirt, thank you again. We're working on those shirts. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get in touch with this guy tomorrow and see how it's coming along with our production. Hello from Hawaii. Beautiful. Beautiful place. I love Hawaii. Which island are you on, Will? So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're talking about the Yorkiepoo, and we're talking about some cats, and I got a surprise on the cat thing. We're going to start out with some generic, like, you know how they do the top 20 people, the richest people in the country, or the top paid movie stars and all that. Well, these are going to be about the most popular breeds of cats. We're just going to kind of go through them and see, Oahu, okay, cool. See what the statistics are. You know, like they do these polls, and they say so many people want to vote for so-and-so, you know, the Dogmocrats or the Republicats. You know, we don't have any politics on the show. The dog's not really into it. Probably the cats either. But we're just going to have some fun. I got a ditty for the Yorkiepoo, a short ditty about the Yorkiepoo. We're going to go over the facts and figures of the Yorkiepoo, and we're going to, like I said, we're going to start the cat breed thing. I will start that, mixing that up in the show. So if you had a request for breeds you want to talk about that you have a cat, we're going to get it more complicated. It's not just dogs, but cats too, which is kind of cool. We'll figure out some fun stuff to do with that as well. And which means I have WooF ditties, so I'm going to probably have kitty ditties, but the cats, little shorties. And we're going to try to make these ditties from now on not so long, so that it goes to the point, and have one for the cat and one for the dog each night. So that's going to take a little work on my part, a little more homework. But tonight we're going to go over just a couple of things, some popular breeds, the most popular breeds and the most expensive breeds of cats, of felines. That'll be interesting to see what comes out in those statistics. So we're going to talk about that. So we got a lot going on tonight, and then we talk about the bike springer all the time, which is interesting. I've got a surprise tonight about something that may be of great interest to you guys. You see the WooF Driver running around with his 4-pack on these cool, what they call sacco carts. And we're going to show a video of the gentleman actually hand-built the WooF carts, okay, and talk about that, and let him talk about it, okay. Very cool stuff. So just, you'll see how they work and how complex they are to, deal with these 4 big huskies when they go out on these adventures. It's just interesting stuff, I mean, if Richard Petty was to come do a video and looking at his engine and his race car and why he's got all this cool stuff and make it faster, I'd be interested in watching that. Saying, oh, that's a so-and-so. Really? That's not stock. Oh, you can do that. Now the car's got 20 more horsepower just there, and 20 here, and 50 there. Now it's got 8 million horsepower. So I'm interested in stuff like that. So for the dogs, since we're dog lovers, we're going to like this about the Sacco car. Right? So first of all, let's just get started talking about this little Yorkiepoo by request. Now, once again, so we know what we're talking about, we pull these little babies up here, okay, on our pictures. And here's an example of one. I mean, here we are. We've been showing these beautiful little adorable puppies throughout our whole broadcast, ever since we started, all the breeds, and you just want them. Hey, Sue, how are you? And tonight's Yorkiepoo, which is a combination of a Yorkshire Terrier and a Poodle. But I'm going to play that ditty. Oh my goodness, look at this one. Yorkiepoos. You've seen them. They're adorable. Okay, we're going to keep showing pictures of the Yorkiepoos and talk about them here. Just basically, it's not a purebred dog. It's a crossbreed, so it's kind of like a mutt. You know, it says that in the ditty. And the word sounds dirty, but it's not. It's just not purebred, crossbred. It's a cross between the Yorkshire Terrier and the Poodle. The best way to determine the temperament of the mixed breed is to look up all the breeds and cross. Caroline Sandberg, so cute. Yes, they are. Aziz, you forget me, sir. No, sir. I've asked you. I've got in touch the best I can with the LA Galaxy on the internet, and the best thing to do is go on the internet and under contact, shoot them an email, because it doesn't have anybody necessarily who's going to answer the phone there. Okay. That's the only way I can tell you. I've done the best I could. So I didn't forget you, sir. Not in the least. I've emailed a couple of times. I'll keep trying, but you need to try as well. Under contacts. Tell them who you are, what you're looking to do. Go under the jobs available, okay? And get in touch with them through there, whether it's maybe you're like whatever they need. Not a player, but they got all kinds of jobs available. And email them to get in touch with them so you can connect and tell them you're a player. And then go from there. That's what I would do. Okay, so the Yorkiepoo is what I would do. It's very common for breeders to breed multi-generation crosses, not just the first ones. So they're like a 50-50. They're starting to call these dogs like amplifiers, designer hybrid dogs, being bred 50-50 purebred to a 50% purebred. Half and half, two purebreds, Yorkiepoos, Yorkshire Terrier, and a Poodle. Okay, cool. Let's see. They're recognized, of course, by the kennel clubs, and there are very few ways, different ways the way breeders producing the Yorkiepoos. Ask a breeder you contact which type of hybrid of the breed. There's the 50% Yorkshire Terrier, 50% Poodle is the Yorkie to Poodle cross, the first generation, resulting in a healthier offspring. The hair can be long like a Yorkie and wavy like a Poodle. Pups in the same litter can vary. That's one way. F1, F1B, 25% Poodle and 75% of the Yorkshire Terrier gives you a Yorkiepoo Yorkie cross, and that's bred back to the Yorkie. Yorkiepoo bred back to Yorkie. Coat turns out more like the Yorkie. Hybrid type has been named Yo-Yo-Poo. So it's got these, and then if you do the one where you have, you can have a Yorkiepoo and a Yorkiepoo cross. The combination you get is it would be it's kind of the same kind of thing. It's just a different second generation. So, multi-generation ways of doing the breeding. Mimi, hello. Yorkiepoo. So I'm going to play the ditty for the Yorkiepoo here. It's Yanni the Yorkiepoo.
Yanni the Yorkiepoo, also called a Yorkie Doodle or a Yo-Yo-Poo. He's really a mutt and a funny little nut when it comes to his playful mood. Cross from the Poodle, a Terrier from Yorkshire, got lots of energy, so not to tire. That's Yanni a Yorkiepoo. Yanni
he knows you're sad and going boo-hoo, he's going to come over and lick the tears right off of you, Yanni the Yorkiepoo. So, Ditty we put together. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. These guys. Let's see. Comments from people that actually have them. Here's one. He's 8 years old. And he's a Yorkie Poodle hybrid. And he's also a retired actor. He appeared in 5 episodes of Touched by an Angel. He was a runner-up in Joe Camp's Benji, and the audition for it has several commercials to his credit. He worked with Kevin Costner films as well. And he goes, I'm not doing anything special now, just sitting on the grass. His name is Pepper. He wanted all his best wishes to go out to American famous Australian cattle dog. We'll miss this wonderful little dog. Skid Boot was so cool. I guess wishes to Skid Boot was his friend who died, unfortunately, across the Rainbow Bridge. Don says adorable. I got all these posts here. I'm trying to get hey from Sue. So that's the Yorkiepoo, okay? Here's a few poems.
But your bed's so much softer. I'd happily sleep on newspaper, on your doorstep, on the back porch, or on your pull-out couch. But your bed's so much softer. That paper, or concrete, or hardwood, or that springy old thing. So instead, I rest my weary end on your pillow, on your blanket, on your bedspread, or best of all, on you. Yet, if you truly insist, I'll be happy to lay my butt inside my crate, on top of my bed, and lay down my head, dreaming about how good I once had it.
You're talking about sleeping on everything but his own bed, and then he ends up on his own bed dreaming about how good he once had it. Of course, we let Buster come up, and hello, Irma. Good to see you. Janet May Fink. Let me get my glasses on here. Stop all the breeding until the shelters are empty, unless you think killing me. I totally agree with that. Yeah. I'm just saying that we were talking about the breed themselves and how they came about, but as far as in time now in the real world, absolutely go get one from a shelter. No, you'll find maybe you'll find a purebred, but get a crossbred. They're so cute. And he says, yeah, I'm all for that. And that's what we did. Buster's like half shepherd, half cane corso. Best dog. I love the guy. It's great. If he's purebred shepherd or purebred, cane corso or whatever the case, that'd be fine too. But I got him rescued, and he's a 50-50 kind of deal. Not necessarily from a breeder either. It wasn't bred, I don't think. It just, the natural things happen there, the mom and the dad. Thank you for all. From the voiceless. Hello. But yeah, for sure. I actually went down to the shelter down here where I set up my contribution from using my Walk for a Dog app. Every time you walk your dog. Alexandria, I agree, absolutely. You're giving free money to the shelter of your choice in your logistic area. If you use a Walk for a Dog app, it's a free download. We've seen you. Most of you have seen that. If you're not, check it out. Walk for a Dog. Just go for the search. It'll come up from the Apple Store and the Android Store. It's a free download. Calculates on a GPS where you'd go when you ride or walk or ride your bike or skateboard your dog, whatever. And calculates how far, the time, and the average miles per hour, and all that, and sends it to the calculation. And every quarter of the year, they add up the miles you've transversed, and they get free money to the shelters. And the shelters get a check out of nowhere, and they go, "What's this great donation to help the rescues stay together until they find a home?" So the more people that use that every time they go out and walk their dog, the more money goes to your shelter of your choice. It's free for everybody. Investors do it. That's their deal. The money gets there. Yeah, I've been doing it for 4 years now. And they get these checks down there at Mission Viejo, and they go, "Oh, wow, Walk for a Dog, very cool." Tell everybody about it. Everybody use it. It's free. Plus, it tracks, how you want to go for a mile walk, a mile run, a mile bike ride. It tells you where you are, and how much longer you got to do it or not, and calculate everything you're doing. Keeps a whole chart there for you. You can see what you did when, last week, last month. It's cool. Walk for a dog. Y'all check it out at least. I mean, there's no reason you wouldn't want to use it. Love your t-shirt. Thank you. We're working on the duplication of these things still. It's a big deal because it's a certain way you have to do this process to get these colors on the full shirt. It's not just a stamp like a logo. Okay, so we got there. Now what I'm going to do next here, we're going to talk about some cats tonight too. Break it up. Hello, Rebecca Sue. But right now, a Yorkiepoo night. But I want to show you this video. We know about the bike springer. So those of you who have to jog because your dog needs higher, faster, more intense energy and runs and trots rather than just slow walks and pulling with a leash, bike springer's right for you. And this isn't a commercial for the bike springer. It's just wherever you can get one, and we can help you get one. I'm going to show you the video real quick. Again, those who haven't seen it and would like to do something more exciting when you take your dog out and get them more invigorated and more exercise and stronger, because you can go as fast or slow as you want on the bike. This thing's amazing. I'm going to turn the camera around and show this. Then we're going to show you something even more special than this. Okay? So hang on here with the WooF. And we used a couple of you, I'm sure, have seen this, but we're going to go to do it again.
You ever seen people try to ride a bike and hold the dog's leash in their hands? It can lead to very nasty spills. With the Springer, even if your dog tries to run off to greet friends or chase a squirrel, you stay in control. For most dogs, it takes only a few minutes to adjust to running with the Springer. Think of the Springer as the everyday walk reinvented. What makes this product unique is the heavy-duty steel spring, because it absorbs up to 90% of your dog's unexpected tugs. The Springer makes the ride safe and fun for both of you. And the Springer works with most sizes of dogs and most bikes. Like a third hand on your bike, the Springer is easy to use. If you can ride a bike, you can bring your dog. Never enough hours in the day? Now you can walk your dog and get your exercise at the same time. Setting up the Springer arm is simple and takes only seconds. Just install the clamp on your bike. Attach with the cotter pin. You can then release and reattach the arm easily to any bike. The Springer is a great way for you and your dog to enjoy spending time together. After a rest and a water break, it's quick and easy to reattach the Springer to your dog's harness. And the Springer protects your dog from the bike's pedals and wheels, so you can keep both hands safely on the handlebars. What if your dog runs on the wrong side of a post or hydrant? The patented safety release frees your dog instantly. Got more than one dog? Bring them along. Dogs love to run in a pack. And with the Springer, you can attach 2 or 3 dogs on each side. The heavy-duty steel spring can handle the pulls.
Very sturdy. I've been using it for 5 years with Buster. He's huge. 75 pounds, never a problem.
Dogs love to run. It's in their nature. In fact, veterinarians around the world agree that biking is the perfect way to exercise medium and large dogs. With the Springer, you can get outside and spend quality time with your best buddy. So, if you want to keep your dogs healthy and happy, buy them a new kind of toy. Buy them a Springer. They'll be sure to thank you.
Okay, there you have it. Again, the Springer, those who haven't seen it have seen it. But no, it's absolutely wonderful. And it's great. I've been using it on my bike with Buster for 5 years. Matter of fact, I have a video. I don't know, I can show. I showed it. When I show it here, of me with Buster doing what you just saw. There's no need for me to do that, but I mean, I was right on the bike with my phone. I shouldn't have taken my hands off, but I was able to show you how it's real close up. There he is. There's the bike. Here we're turning. Now we're running. Now we're slowing down. Yeah, it just works, and it's wonderful. It saves a lot of grief, and plus you get exercise when you're driving riding your bike, and you can run them, you can sprint them. You know, they need that rather than just. They need that, especially. Where can you get the Springer? Okay, Springer. Well, if you search online, I saw Amazon had one. Somebody on Amazon. We're trying to restock them in our back-end pet store that the WooF driver has. We're talking to our supplier now, again, trying to get a good deal on them so we can resell them at the right price. You know, less than they are now. I think they're over $100. It's still worth it. Still worth it. It's a lifetime investment. It's not going to break. I mean, it's all cool. And I'm telling you, just put that harness on your dog, clip it to the back. He gets on, he gets used to it. You ride him on the outside of you, whichever side's best you feel best. I put him on the right, and when I turn, I always turn to the left, so he's on the outside. When I turn to the cul-de-sac and come back around or whatever, you don't turn where he's on the inside. You turn when he's on the outside. He follows you around. It's totally cool. And you know, you teach him that you're gonna, okay, ready, turn. He knows you're gonna turn around rather than, you know. So if I can find that video, let me see what I can do here. But in the meantime, I'm going to play some more. I'm going to show you this. Okay, so the WooF driver uses the Springer on his Sacco cart, 4 of them for each one for each husky, and I'm going to show you the guy who, I got a video I'm going to show you of the guy who actually built, bear with me just a second, built WooF driver's Sacco cart. Well, I'm having trouble here. I'm not going to waste your time, you guys. Stick with me here. And I will have a post where we can get the Springer pretty soon. Meanwhile, I want to get this up here. Let's see here. Come with the man. Okay, this is called yes. I'm just trying to find what I was going to show you. Just having a hard time here. Well, let's look at we have a little thing that Billy Dean. I don't know if you know who Billy Dean is. He's a country artist that worked with Kenny on the road, and he had a couple of hits back in the days as a songwriter. He did this PSA for us.
Hi everybody, I'm Billy Dean, and this is a celebration of dogs. As the WooF Tunes community continues to raise awareness, create excitement, and strengthen the bond, all in the name of our loving dogs. So please join us and share the experience and fun of music, poetry, and philanthropy, and other creative ways. One of which is to recycle any music CD or MP3 player through WooF Tunes. And they send these to the animal shelters to play relaxing music for all those animals as they wait for a new home. You can see it all at wooftunes.com. It's all about making a better life for our dogs.
I can't stand the collar, makes it hard to swallow. Where you go, Wildfather? Hey, I'm a lucky dog.
Okay, so that's Billy, and basically what we did there is